Okay, let's go. Disney Mirrorverse. We're talking Captain Hook event, expert level, Battle 5. Now, this has been confirmed today that this is bugged. The final wave, there is not supposed to be like 7 enemies and one that's just chilling behind your back line. That's not intentional, and they do plan on fixing this. So if this is a concern for you, it may be better just to wait until the fix is there. There's still a couple of weeks left on this event, so you're not really missing much apart from the first time completion rewards. That being said, I've already done it. It wasn't too difficult, but obviously I've been around since day. I've got an OP team, but again, I'm a little upset that it wasn't kind of intentional. It maybe not had to be as difficult as it seems, but I would like to see some kind of difficulty increase in these events. Because the recommended power there, it's what, 7,800. That's weak. This is one of my middle teams, and I know a lot of the people who started at Global have got teams around this level. Maybe not the same characters, but they've got like a higher team. It's like 8k. So, you know, it is doable for some people. And of course, it's the final battle of expert level. It's not supposed to be easy or even mid. It is supposed to be challenging. Let's bear that in mind. I mean, you do get a signet. Fair enough, it's for Hook. But a signet's a pretty decent reward just as a completion. That being said, I've spoken to a few people on the Discord, and instead of running through it with Ariel, Mickey, and Maui like I did yesterday, I want to have some fun with it. I do actually miss these difficulty levels and the struggle, and also the fun of theory crafting and swapping talents out, putting together decent team synergies, basically banging my head against a wall until I can come up with that sweet combination that can squeak through. So, there was a couple of suggestions, but range guardians are out of the question, so don't look at them. Ideally, I want to be using level 60s. Just to see if it's doable with an all 60 cast. So we're going to go with, let's try Rapunzel. Oogie is a key man. I will say this, if you are struggling with this battle, I know a few people, like one of the mods, Owlier as well, has done this with Oogie. He's a key man for this. So yeah, I'm going to go with Rapunzel, Oogie, and I want to pick Skelly, but I kind of don't, just for testing sake. Okay, let's go Jack Sparrow, right? So we're just underneath the recommended power, but if we take a look at the enemies, there's a level 69 Hook. He's got all of that going on. Then there is 6 elite ranged goons, 5 elite supports, 2 aerials, 2 Mauis, 1 Donald Duck, and 1 Jack Sparrow. Now this is where it gets a little bit more interesting, because if you look in here, the top one is ensnared. Don't use ranged because you will just bleed out. And also Call of the Sea. Seafaring characters receive 25% damage resist buff. Enemies have 1 buff purged when they are taking damage from a seafaring character's special ability. So yeah, as you noticed in here, there's a couple of seafaring guardians in the enemy list. Hook being one of them, Ariel 2, Maui 2, Donald and Jack, they're all seafaring. And we only have Jack Sparrow here. So we will have a little bit more defense, but that's about it. No boost to his health. Now, as you can see, Jack Sparrow, Astral 1, Rapunzel, Astral 2, and Oogie, Astral 3. So it is still kind of, I would say, in my favour with the Astrals, but for recommended team power, it's not. And with all of the enemies in Wave 3 actually being like 7 of them all spawned there, it's really not in our favour. But enough chat from me, let's get into it, and let's see if it is possible with this all 60 team. Okay, so I don't really have a plan of attack right now. Just get through the first 2 waves. See what Rapunzel's pan can do. Another thing to note as well is, in the final wave, a lot of people are getting to it with pretty much ease, to be fair. But one thing that is really hindering people's gameplay is the lag because of the amount of enemies on screen. Now, I used to suffer with a lot of lag, and to be fair, I was due an upgrade on my phone, but I'd be lying if I said that Mirrorverse wasn't one of the reasons I chose to get an upgrade as high as I did. Now, it's sad but true. This game is quite demanding. It's quite taxing on your cell phone. It's sad, yeah, but that's the truth. I mean, it is what it is. But even people with, say, like an Android Samsung Galaxy S21 have been having recent issues as well, and that's a pretty good phone too. So Oogie is struggling here. Had to pop a Jack heal, not too great. But Oogie is taking quite a lot of beats, so let's try and mix the enemies up. Get some attack downs. Ideally, we want to get Sparrow to 10 charges. Let's try and manipulate enemy movements by switching around. There we go. Oogie's going to get right back in the middle of all the action. Interrupt there. Come on, Jack. We're going to have to pop that 7. 8, I think it was in the end. Did absolutely nothing. So yeah, if we can't even get through this with that Captain Jack Sparrow, then we're not going to make it anywhere else. And we will try a different combination. Rapunzel just doesn't seem to be doing the damage. And Jack's just over there doing his thing. And Jack's fighting Maui one-on-one. And that healer unit just healed like 2k. My Jack's going to heal like 1k. Not even that. Appalling. Okay, so this one is a wash. There's no point even continuing with this because if we're already dead, we have no chance in the final wave. So this team comp sucks for this kind of battle. Let's go ahead and pick a different one. So let's go ahead and pick, say, a stronger melee. Really wanted to pick Hulk then. Let's go with Minnie. We'll take Oogie again. But for the healer unit, let's go with Hero. So we've got slightly less team power, but let's see if this team comp works. Alright, let's see if it at least gets us some sort of progression, maybe to the final battle much more easier. So Minnie will do more damage than Rapunzel. That's a given, so it should be easier. But also, she does take a little bit more damage in my experience. She's got the lowest HP in the game for a melee. But yeah, she's deleting people a lot quicker than Rapunzel could. So let's play a little bit of safety now. Let's play a bit of safety. Let's try and get some heals up. Hero's not the best at healing, but look how much quicker we got through that first round. Let's see if we can delete this aerial. Yep, she's falling fairly quick. Get those Oogie bugs out. This is going much better. In terms of damage dealt, anyway, let's get behind that. There she goes, she's out. Maui's getting pretty much deleted here as well. Jump straight onto this goon. Heal up. Get the bugs out, hoping there's some stuns going on. Now, thing to note as well, we actually got a stun in there. My Yugi's got quite a lot of signets on, so the stun does help. Would never ever rely on that, to be fair, but I'm just pointing that out just in case you do see a stun or two. Let's pop this heal up and then we'll let Oogie finish her off just so we can get the heals on the Minnie mainly. There we go. Okay, so this is the difficulty wave. This is where people are getting to and dying, being deleted very, very quickly. So I'm going to go straight ahead, dash all the way through the enemies, take out this one first. But Oogie, is, look at the state of that, because Oogie runs straight into the middle. Here's the super focus there. He's taking all the heat from all the ranged. We've got a big line and we interrupted people there. So yeah, certain things like this, guys, as well, depending on where you go from the start, like that was a very bad choice because I split the middle and then they all just looked at Oogie. So this one's another wash, so we'll go a little bit stronger. It's looking like an all level 60 team comp that I have anyway is not going to cut it. So I'm going to bump it up slightly. And for the sup, we will take out Hero and we'll go Skelly. So we have some purges. We have a much better heal with Jack Skellington. We've also got the damage amplification. And then for Mini, we'll leave Mini in. And let's go Ursula. Let's see how Ursula fares, because she's going to have the bonus from Seafaring. She'll get a lot of the armor generation as well. And we have the stronger healer to push through. I feel like Mini was doing pretty well. So here we go. Let's try again. After this, we'll have to change the dynamic from the melee. I'll have to like put in a stronger melee, maybe a lower sup. I'll have to bring Herc in and see how Herc fares. I don't actually have many melees in that 60 zone. They're either above or below. But I do feel like Jack Skellington's going to make a big impact here, which I know is not great for all of you global people, because you've not even had a chance to get him, which does suck because he's a great guardian, and I know a lot of you are waiting, a lot of saving orbs, hoping to pull him in Famed Crystals. Some may even be contemplating buying a bundle when he comes out. I do feel like Kabam will drop a silly bundle though with a silly price, since every other exclusive has been available at some point since global. Mini has just been absolutely decimated there. But look at the damage she's doing. And all the attack buff she's getting, which is crazy. Ursula's holding it up with her armor though, which is nice. And there we go again. Ursula's Signet there pulling through. Ursula's able to tank all that damage with that full armor stack. And Mini is going off. She's just a couple of hits and she is out of the game though, so we do have to play it more careful. Attack stacks are going wild. Let's get the heal up. Skellington's actually taking a bit of damage here too. This isn't the best going into the next wave. So yeah, back at this stage again. I thought we'd just managed to clip the hook. I have to run out of the way. Ooh, didn't work. So yeah, Ursula is going to die. We're getting interrupted like crazy. There's not a single chance she's going to do this. Let's just stand here and die. Never. Okay, so we need to up it again. It's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. So let's go stronger melee. One sec. Just casually wasting energy for the fun of it. Okay, so let's go stronger melee. Let's punch up a bit. Okay, so we have Herc now. And as for the tank, let's switch out and let's bulk up just a little bit. So we're like, what, 500 above? 504 above the recommended. We have 70 Skelly, 80 Herc, 70 Baymax, Astral 1 on both Hercules and Baymax. Let's give this a run. Oh, we have the disconnected icon in the bottom right corner. Is it going to load? Let's see. Quick update, it didn't load, had to re-out, and it did take the energy. So there's another bit of energy gone. Anyways, back in. Herc, Skelly, Baymax. Let's go, let's do it. So as you know about Herc's kit, you get an attack buff for every successful hit landed on the same target, and you gain a focus stack for every time you get hit. So it is best to focus one Guardian at a time. And I mean, it's probably cheesable with Baymax, to be honest. Like, you could just leave one enemy there, you could bait them around, have them focus your melee, wait it out for a little bit, not too long, but you do have a 5-minute timer on this. So you can manipulate it, especially in this wave, to go into the next with full armor. I'll show you that in a second. I mean, so if you get through this one at a relatively decent speed with a couple of minutes left, you're not going to need all of the extra time. And then you throw the Skelly heals down. There we go. Look, we're flying through this with this team now. with the damage. I mean, it's kind of, I feel like we've gone from super struggling to, I wouldn't say coasting because it's only the middle wave, but the final wave, I think we'll be able to take a couple more hits, which will get us into a better position. Okay, so let's take out this weakling over here. Prevent the heals, stun up, and get into a good position for the final wave. Let's take out this range mob. Give him an absolute beatdown. Bam, he's out. 8k special there. Don't sleep on her. As you can see, the Maui, though, is nearly out, so we're not going to have time to sort of cheese the armor up. And by that, I just mean this. Just stand in the aura, run around, don't hit the enemy, just let them chase. If you are in a position where you can do that, though, I would strongly advise it. It may help. It may be the difference between getting a star win or losing. Okay, so straight away, Skellington in there. Hercules just got battered. Wow. And he is marked, but he did do some big damage then. He shredded that. Literally just dancing everywhere. And everyone's getting dropped. Wiped out again. So again, we're going to have to slightly raise the bar. I'll be honest, guys, I didn't think it was this difficult for everybody being in the final wave. So I hold my hands up for those that on Discord where I said you're probably just complaining. I take it back. It is pretty difficult if you just don't have the OP teams. So as you can see here, we've gone 80, 80, 70. We're on 10k now. We've switched out. Let's go Maui, Frank, and Herc. Barring this, we're going to have to go Aladdin because my Aladdin's A3, and then we'll just piece it together from there. I don't think I'll change Maui out, but we'll see. Maui's level 80 with the attribute buff as well. I think he's Astral 1, I'm not sure. Frank is at least Astral 2, and Herc's an Astral as well. So we're getting towards endgame level guys here now. I mean, he could have done the Skelly Maui combination just to give Maui that extra armor that grants to the team with the fake buffs on the enemy. Well, Frank's a solid choice, and I don't get to play him much. I do like Frank a lot, and I do think Frank is quite valuable in this mode. Especially when people swarm him, so you can just pop his aura down, people run into it, they're doing less damage, and any AI that are in it also have more defense. So don't sleep on him. I do think a decent Uge, a Frank, and your best melee, your best defensive guardian could do well. Could do well on this. It doesn't help that Frank's all the way over there. Wasn't really paying attention. Do better, easy. Do better. Be better. Okay, so this team doesn't seem to be struggling whatsoever in the middle stages. Again, I feel like we've jumped in ability levels. Even though it's only 10 levels, you do see the difference. The milestones and the levels and the stats actually do. So let's get Frank around over there. Again, guys, if you don't really play Frank that much, you don't have to stand in his aura to receive the heal. I don't know if you know that, but now you do. All you have to do is pass through it. If you remain stood in his foliage, then you will receive the other benefits, like more defense. Range will do less damage. You'll have a chance to miss. If someone does manage to get through and they crit on him, then Frank will heal himself. But it's very rare that happens. It's kind of a fail-safe. Let's bully this one. Okay, Maui's actually taking a beating. Frank, get over there. You can see Frank's doing 118 heal per tick there. It's decent. But Maui's going to get absolutely obliterated in this last stage. I just feels it. So I'm gonna take the Donald out. I feel like Donald's a troublemaker in the middle. And if Ivan's watching, I know he's going to be laughing at that. But it seems to be going well. It seems we're having a little bit more of a battle here. No one is immediately wiped out. I'm going to have to heal up Frank on Frank there. Because I think he's the one who's received the hook mark. But we're not out damaging the heals, which is bad news because all the damage I've just done on the Donald has been healed up straight away. But bam, one healer is out of the game. Oh man, we got interrupted. Pop this. There we go. Pop the armor. It's coming in clutch here. Just kind of running my way through here, seeing what's going on. It is so chaotic. Okay, Frank's out. Maui's out next. Just throwing out random specials at people. And Hook is about to demolish the Maui, which he did. And the Herc is down. Okay, so we are getting absolutely obliterated. Back to the map, back to the drawing board. Okay. So what we will do here is we'll switch out the Frank Wolf. We'll put in the Skelly. So just for power difference, that's 10k with Frank. It's 9k with Skelly. Probably should have switched out Herc for a lad in there, but let's just see if the synergy between Maui and Skelly can prove any different results. We did seem to get further into that last wave. We killed one of the healer units out. So progress is progress, no matter which way you look at it. And again, I'm trying to not rush all the way to the end to the power team just to get it done. I'm trying to showcase different strategies, different team comps. The lower end is just, there's no chance of that. Ideally, I did want to come on here and beat it with an all 60 team, but that's just not happening. Not happening at all, guys. Let's focus up. See, Herc's quick enough to deal the damage, and he's going to have quite a lot of attack boost now. He's going to get his own from hitting the enemies like that, and then he's going to get ones from Skelly as well. See, look, we got to 16 there, which is quite a lot. It is to take it some very quickly as well. 17, 18. So yeah, it might be worth, with the Herc, just tanking out some damage in this next wave, just to burst them healers straight down and see if he can withstand the damage that is being brought to him. Burst, and then, yeah, because he's got the invincible there as well. Okay, so that's the plan. We're going to go healer, and then just evaluate from there. We'll just wing it. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we've got one healer all the way at the back. One healer out of the game. Let's cast I was about to cast the Purges. Skelly is taking beats. Oh my god. Everyone's dodging so much. Where's it gone? Trying to locate that healer. Second healer's down, but so is my healer. Okay, so they have another healer and a shed load of damage. Oh, I've just run right into the middle of that. I want to take the ranged out. If I can take the ranged out, then everything else is just a forward-facing fight. Oh, they're all so dodgy, man. I feel like I'm just chasing everything around this map. Right, there we go. Okay, so what have we got? We've got one caster and 3 that need to be in my face. So ideally, we want to try and get through. Oh my god. You want to try and get the Sparrow down now. But they all move so quickly. I'm marked as well. Okay, so dodging round. Donald's gonna finish me off. caught by Jack Sparrow casting something. So even more progress there. We got the healers down. The tactic was to take the Jack Sparrow out so there was no more people able to cast anything at me from a range distance, and then you could have just cheesed the rest by waiting for your cooldown and just popping your special. So again, back to the drawing board. We're getting ever so closer without using the main team. So let's take out the Herc. Let's go for the Aladdin at Astral 3. These wounds will help a lot. Are we going in with the Mickey? Let's go in with the Mickey. So with just under 3k above, I think Mickey will be the deciding factor here because he has the main heal, the reflective shield, the global stun, which is amazing for this one. So let's see where we go with this. So yeah, Aladdin does decent damage on his own. He shreds and the wounds will always tick down. So when it does start to get a bit chaotic and you're hitting a few enemies at random on the way, they will be taking wound damage as well. And then you can just pop that for the knockback. The mirror shield. Chop the aerial to pieces. Let's keep hold of Maui's armor for when we need it, especially for the next wave. Nobody in this part of the battle is actually losing HP so far. Maui's the closest with the lowest armor. Whiffed that completely. There we go. So now we'll just give all the damage out. And then hopefully we can save a lot of Maui stacks in the final wave to use for clutch moments. As you can see, this is so much easier, especially with Aladdin's shadow ability. You're causing damage without the risk of taking any damage. But the enemy just don't see you. They just don't see you. Let's finish him off. What's the point in waiting? So we're running into this one with Shadow as well, which could prove like a crucial tactic. Because we've got like 2 seconds to get over to the healers and they're going to run straight to my Maui. This is either going to go really good or really bad. But Maui has full armor there. Mickey's taking some damage. 1 healer down. Right, and there's 5. Global stun disrupts the lot of them. Right, I feel like we can chop this Hook down with... Yeah, Hook's taking a beating now. Yeah, we're probably going to do it with this one. It doesn't feel super threatening. He says, as Maui's about to die. Interrupt. Pop that. Global stun. And everyone gets life. So this one is actually going to be a win. Oh, it's been a long video, guys, but I really wanted to give you some gameplay on this. And there's the win. That's what it took. I didn't quite go as high. Well, really, there was only aerial above it. And Aladdin managed to do it with 3 Astrals. But that was the team going up through my mid tiers all the way to my top tiers. That was the one that managed to do it. As I said, guys, I take it back. It was pretty challenging. Don't think it was kind of fair to Global, but as they said, it was a bug. That being said, it was fun actually doing all of that and running through, trying different team comps. I do think a couple of other team synergies would have been able to do it, ones that I haven't kind of built into. I think Snow White might have been a good addition in there. Evil Queen could shine. Wally's a good addition. Mine's only 3 stars. So he's not good enough to run. Maybe if you have him at 4 or 5, around level 60 with the way he generates his armor and his defense. Don't look at ANC for Wales. Look at Aristotle. Ooh, saucy. Yeah. So there is other team comps as well that I would have loved to have tried. But that being said, that was some gameplay of Easy Now doing Captain Hook Expert 5. Hope you've enjoyed. Until next time, take it easy now.